moving the table. Nope. Right over there. Just sitting right on by.
So we are live on
the computer.
On
What? By the way, look at the Irish, y'all. It was my birthday yesterday. All right, established. Well, I wasn't established.
Showing me the stories. How do you see they're live?
Or
maybe if I go to myself, then I can go to Mighty Funny's live. But then I'm not going to see everybody's comments. I will only see. How does that work?
How does what work?
Like right now, I'm logged into Mighty Funny's Instagram. But if here we go.
Yep, there you go. You did it.
Okay,
all right, you got to turn that bad boy on down because
just did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should be able to see all the comments.
Yeah, eventually as it pops up.
Yeah, it's a delay, but this is much better than trying to.
What up, y'all? Welcome.
We are here.
We're here.
Hi, is this TikTok?
This is TikTok Live.
Hi, TikTok Live. Rye Guy 1 or 2, whatever one.
First of all, this is Rye Fox, number 1, Fly Guy, right?
Because I be sending you TikTok videos. I'm like, which one do I send it to?
Send them to both because I check them both each day. Actually, there's stuff I post on one and stuff I don't post on the other one. And then I'm like, wait, I should just make like a video outside of the platform and then post it on both. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I do. I make it one place and then I'll like say, well, you already know because it's like 5 different social medias that I'm managing at this point, maybe even 6. Either way.
Exactly.
But hi, we are here. We said we weren't going to be, but this one realized that with her work schedule that she couldn't really imbibe as much as she wanted to yesterday, which we will dive into that. But it is Tuesday, March the 18th, 2025. We are here. Tonight's discussion, we're going to be talking about birthday celebrations of the past. So if you are here, if you have joined us, please jump in the comments, let us know, give us a hi, give us some hearts, give us some, I don't know, some type of interaction to let us know you're here. Hi, TikTokers.
All right, that's as good as I'm going to get it. So, you know, say what's up.
I don't think we have any viewers yet on Instagram.
That's okay.
Not what you're saying. But we are also on YouTube Live. Everything is Mighty Funny.
Right.
At Mighty Funny. So we're on Instagram, Mighty Funny right now. We're also on YouTube, Mighty Funny 3 right now.
Right.
So come find us.
Follow my TikTok, Rye Fox. I'm live right now with, this session of our podcast. So, go follow that too. And then go follow Mighty Funny. Because it's Mighty Funny that you follow me and not Mighty Funny. All right? Okay. All right. Cool.
Let me just make sure that I did send stuff. Did you get the text message?
You're
live, so you're not checking your phone.
I'm not checking my phone because I'm live. Yes, we are real live right now. And I'm sorry I keep moving the camera because I'm just trying to get some real good visual action going on here. But
okay, well, whatever.
Maybe if I turned it to the side or whatever. But we live. We alive. What they say at the store, alive at 5, even though it is 6:00, not 5. And they so silly for saying that. Have the store alive at 5. What people?
What does that mean?
Exactly. Actually, what does it mean? Alive at 5? Because it's dead in here.
I'm cracking up.
So what do you mean? Please explain it to me. Not the store all leveled and making it look nice and blah 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 by 5:00
p.m.
Yeah, p.m. Actually, I think they said 2, which was really outrageous. Nobody's doing that. And also too, what people? What people do that?
She said, where they do that at?
Yeah, no, honestly, where they do that at? Because it's not over yonder. Not over.
Donde
está that at? Because it's not here. Just saying,
Hi, you guys have just joined. I think we have Heather. We have Dana out in California. Hey,
what's up?
That was like super corny, but it's fine.
Cool.
And our dear friend from the South, Patty. Hi.
Hello, Patty.
It was probably super nice down there today, wasn't it, Patty? She'd be making me jealous. Hey, and it was probably super nice in California today, too. Go ahead and drop what y'all temps was, because it was like 60 degrees, but it was chilly. Might have been like a high of 57 or something.
What, today?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be nice tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
All right, my dear.
You're here. Hallelujah. It's going to be nice.
What's the weather like in everyone's neck of the woods? Drop it in the chat. We're advanced tech this evening. I figured out how to go ahead and have our Instagram chat in front of my face.
Ah.
I can see your comments. I can see your comments without binoculars trying to look at our my phone.
Yeah.
64 and sunny in Cali. I love that for you.
You said 64 and sunny and oh, I'm jealous.
See? But you've never been to Cali.
Yes, I have.
When did you go to California?
That one time, for that one day.
That one time in band camp?
Yeah, that one time in band camp.
What was it, a layover?
It was Vegas. A layover. No, it was Vegas.
Never mind. We don't talk about that trip. No. We don't that trip. We don't have to talk about that trip.
Yeah, Virgin.
Like, I'm like, when did you go?
Squeeze it from your mind.
We don't have to talk about that. I'm cracking up. Huh?
Right.
That didn't happen.
Right, you really forgot, actually. You said when? How? Where? Actually.
We can talk about it, just not tonight.
Hey, you know what?
That'll be another.
You said not tonight, not tomorrow.
They did that in a group trip. You know, when you go on a trip, first you got to get the trip out of the group chat.
Listen,
then the friendship got to make it out of the group trip.
But like what you got to realize, what you got to understand, what you got to understand.
Cali? I was gonna say that was a little chilly for Cali.
Yeah, right. But what you got to understand is, right, when you tell your mother you ain't got money to go somewhere, she should probably listen. That's all.
She should.
She should.
I don't think I've ever told mom that.
I told her I had $20.
I'm cracking up.
And you know what she said to me? Well, you can just play slots and he'll give you drinks. I said, I don't want to drink in my head. I don't want to drink in Vegas.
Everyone is so lost. They have no clue what we're talking about. We were...
Oh, my bad.
We're gonna pin this story because we will have a conversation. You and I have gone on several trips together over the years, literally since you were in like high school. So we can have, that could be a topic, like, you know, what group, family, whatever trips you've taken, the positive, the negative, because this was a negative. And I literally became unbenefited after this trip, but
it's a negative to a positive because it was negative at the moment, but it was enlightening for self afterwards.
Yeah, you needed to learn.
You know, yeah, just enlightening for self afterwards.
Sometimes, and I had to learn, and sometimes I had to remove myself from people for a moment. They have to miss me.
You know? And I also...
Did you miss me? I'm joking.
I did, but also, too, I have to also learn, you know, that...
Nowhere.
Well...
If you're going to go to dollars.
And also, too, you know what I'm saying? Like, just about environment and people.
Jenny joined us.
Oh, what up, though? You know, what was it? Like, not everybody...
Yeah, mom's not the... Like, I had to learn that too, which again, we said we're going to pin this conversation.
And we shall, but...
Yeah, Mom, I don't like traveling with her anymore.
See, and that's what I'm saying.
I don't think I ever did. I think it was like I accepted it because she was paying for stuff, so it was just like tolerated, but at this point it's like, I'm good.
That was the first trip, it was just me, you, and Mom.
Yeah, because like, other trips we were fine.
Yeah, right. Other trips we were fine, but it was the add the mom part, and it honestly just ended up being just not it. You know, so, but, you know. Well, we'll pin that.
So we started the chat. Share what your temperature, what your weather was like where you at, because we do have people all around the country.
For the likes.
Eventually we'll have people all around the world joining, hopefully. So what was the weather like today here in South Jersey? It was a little chilly. I think it was like high 50s.
Chilly. Well, it was below zero in my freezer where I work.
I thought you were about to say like some stupid pun, like, yeah, because I'm ice cold.
Oh, wow.
Stupid stuff, whatever.
No. 6, 7? I don't know. Did I do that right? 6, 7? I'm not sure. Blue. I'm asking TikTok.
But you were at work today.
Yeah, I was at work today. I'm working in the freezer.
You were in the freezer.
So, you know, below. Oh, I came to, I know, going so off topic. I came to a little fun.
We never even got to the topic.
I know.
So you're fine.
All right, cool, great. I came to a fun little surprise when I came into work today. And I had about 5 of my freezer doors, like all of everything down, right? Everything was out of those freezer doors.
Oh, that means they weren't working?
Yeah, the freezer wasn't working. And it was the breakfast in the fruit section. And they were like, oh, they took everything out. And I was like, I knew they would, because when you looked down into the section, this much ice along the
it needs to be defrosted.
bottom.
needed to be defrosted.
And it's probably still do, but you know what? They said, and I said, you know, I'm like, all right. Like,
Not my problem.
Not my problem. You said put it back together. And look, I already had the cards out. You said it was good to go, right? I'm literally just bagging it out. And Joe's over there checking the fans. I was like, oh, right, that part. But you're good, right? You're fine.
I have items to sell.
Yeah, right. Oh man,
We went
but
to Miami during the pandemic.
ooh, oh, you know what?
There was a
My
lot of
ex
people
did
that
that
would have. Okay, all right. I'm gonna put a hard stop to the trip conversations. Our next show 2 weeks from now, that's 100% going to be our topic. We will talk about all the various trips. You guys can drop your trips, positives, your horror stories. We're going to be very specific to like group trips, not vacations. We're going to try to say like, you know,
Those
whether
are,
you went.
there's vacations. People do that. I don't think I've been on a vacation.
I haven't been single since I was 19.
She
so
said, he said he liked it and put a ring on it. About
next week, 15 years, y'all. 15 years. The 27th of this month.
Listen, you, Jennifer, all of y'all. Oh, good. Because I don't know how you do it.
Go ahead.
I don't know
Give me
how you
my
do
plaque.
it.
I don't even want a plaque. I want a cookie. I want a biscuit.
No. Here's what you really want. Here's a blanket. Because you want to take a nap.
Yes, I'm tired.
She really want a blanket.
I'm tired, man. I'm tired, Grandpa.
Yeah, right, let's do that, man. Let's do that, man.
So yeah, our next show, whatever that date is we'll talk about trips. So we can talk about groups, we can talk about, you know, siblings, whatever it may be, but not vacation. We'll leave that out. We won't even really talk about like even family trips because we've had a bunch of those too as like kids. We'll stick to like adult.
Oh, that'll be fun. Let's talk about those. We'll talk about those.
Family type thing.
We have
right,
stories.
That's our next show. But tonight, Tuesday, March the 18th, since Rye Guy here, her birthday was yesterday.
Right.
Happy birthday! She turned 32 yesterday.
Oh man,
I just enjoyed the company of dinner. I didn't enjoy the service, but the story. That girl was like the worst.
Oh boy, she must have been new super. Oh, you know what?
I just kept saying she works there. I was like, you called her airhead. I was crying.
You remember when we went to Olive Garden? You remember we went to Olive Garden with that one waitress?
Yeah, she was the worst.
Oh gosh, yes. No, she reminded me of her. Just tipped all the drinks over. I said,
like,
"But how did
there goes dinner? Thank you. Order one of everything."
He said, "All you needed to do
and
is
she kept saying,
fix the
"I
table."
knew." Okay,
And you ain't got no coordination.
I mean, to drop all the drinks.
Yo, she was this close to the table. This close to the table. All she had to do was just set the drinks down. She said, bloop. Almost.
Got free dessert.
Yeah. Ooh.
Food to take
Oh,
home.
that was a fun time that
They
day.
was just sitting there hungry. Everybody else was eating.
Oh
you
man.
didn't even get an appetizer or a piece of bread or nothing.
Nothing.
Find her multiple times, but the food was good. The company was good. Thanks to everybody that showed. I'm saying thanks. You say thanks. It was your
right.
birthday.
Thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. I had a great time. I had a good time.
What did we get? I wasn't paying attention.
What did we get?
For your birthday.
Oh, for my birthday? Like all week or like
What did you get for your birthday?
all week?
From everyone across the span and throughout the month of March.
Oh, okay, cool. So first of all, I got a ticket to the Millennium Tour from this one, right? Yes, we had a.
Note to self, I'm turning 41. I can't do 4-hour concerts this morning anymore. And I don't know. I think I told you, or if you realized, when we were coming home, and I'm going to let you get back to your second. I had a contact high on that train because I was just like, and I know I was rambling, talking, and I was tired because again the concert was 4 hours long. I was high.
Well, I was drunk.
Because you realized by the end of the concert, the whole place was smoked out.
Oh yeah, true. That's very true. It was, and I said people want their
at the Leah Course Center. It was sold out.
Yeah.
We had fun though. But go ahead. So what else did you get?
Oh wait, before I go on,
you can talk about 30 minutes.
No,
how? You only had 2 drinks. Are you drinking beforehand?
No, I didn't eat beforehand, and I had forgotten. I had the apple slices.
Well, we stopped at Wawa,
right? And it didn't occur to me. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just going to the concert. So by way, I have no idea what that shirt is.
Normally we get food at the concert.
Right, and I didn't. We got drinks because the lady, shout out to the lady who will probably never see this, but thank you, lady, who bought me drinks.
In front of us
who bought me and my sister drinks, and said thank you.
I had water.
Oh.
Because my stomach was bothering me.
That's still a drink. That's still a drink. Thank you
Yes.
for buying it for us. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. It was great. So like, I was worried about the drinks. I was worried about the people, and then
You lost your shirt?
No, I didn't lose it. I
because you don't
misplaced
know-
it
but it's in your house.
somewhere. Gotta be.
Girl, you the only one that lived there.
I can't. I don't know where the hoodie is. When I tell you, I was lit. I was lit at the Millennium Tour. I was lit at the Millennium Tour, and I honestly don't. I don't know what
You'll
I did
find
when I
it
got
for
home. You're right. I really I don't know what I did when I got home. So anyway, yeah, that was
What else did
that.
you get? That was Friday.
That was Friday. I was off on Saturday because I was going to be drunk. I knew it. I knew that I was going to be drunk.
I'm cracking up.
Right?
She was prepared.
I was prepared.
She told her to prepare to others.
Right. Prepared. I didn't go anywhere on Saturday, did I? No.
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't see you.
No, because I wanted to go skating on Saturday.
Oh, right.
And oh, you know what I did on Saturday? Actually, I put together my bed on Saturday is what I did. Right, because here's what I did. Actually, I woke up on Saturday. I was like, "Ooh, it's a nice day. I'm up for work. I ain't gotta do nothing." Right. I went to go open up the door because I'm an old person, and every so often I just go open up the door to go look out, peek out, make sure we good. All right, cool. We close it. All right, I do that every so often. Right.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. You don't do that. You don't.
Something is waiting for you.
I mean, it was
Someone.
my bed.
What if it's
My
mother?
bed. Oh. I would have heard the bed and I would have hit it. I'm like, no, actually, when I hear the bed,
I think that's my own trauma response.
Listen,
we don't open doors.
Listen, when I hear a car stop in front of my house, I automatically open up the door because you're not knocking on my door like the police. Actually, I'm already prepared. Hello. I see you and heard you. Thank you. Like, no.
You're looking at the cameras. Can I help you?
Right.
Then you're like, yes, you don't know what direction. They're all over.
Jesus.
Let's go in the woods.
The law.
Father, is that you?
You're right.
So you put your bed together.
Yeah, I put my bed together.
She got herself a new bed.
I bought myself a queen. I bought myself a queen size bed.
Clean for a clean.
Yes, queen. Anyway, I bought myself a queen size bed, mattress, and bed frame, and I put the bed frame together yesterday, and it looks really nice. And I'm like, this is what adulting's all about. Now, unlike my best friend down in Atlanta who only sleeps on super platform beds, I said, sir.
Well, you're 5'0".
Well, and
you
I don't
need a step stool.
And yet get to hop on the bed every single time. Right. I'm just trying to sit on the dang corner of the bed. I just turn it, and I'm just like, all right, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. When I get on there, I'm like, yo, how do you even do that? But anyway, my bed is not super hot. My bed is actually a little bit lower, and I like that. I can just roll. Just roll on my bed.
Right.
But anyway, oh yeah, true.
Sunday.
I did that on Saturday. Sunday, I went outside and I hurt my feet. I went feet hurting on Sunday.
Which I thought about it. I think it's between the smoke Friday and then all that rain and wind Friday and
then
Saturday.
being up all into
That's
the night.
why my allergies were killing me. By the time Sunday came, my entire face was swollen. It was like a pounding, sinus headache. It was the worst. And nothing I took helped. I even took PM Benadryl that's supposed to put you to sleep.
Oh.
And Yig was making fun of me because I was just laying in the bed I was like, I am so relaxed. I have never felt I'm about to take this every night.
I almost
I
like
didn't
you took
put
some
me to sleep
Ambien.
though because I have a high tolerance for meds, but I didn't make it to your skating thing on Sunday because I was just my allergies was kicking my behind.
Oh, so she's not coming. I said,
That was hilarious. You told me after that. And on top of that, you told her I was sick and she did not check on her child.
I did mention that.
And I've talked to her since then. She didn't even ask.
Oh, well, maybe she thought she was lying. I don't know.
Why would I? You're my sister.
Listen, who's not a road dog? You know what I'm saying? If
I show up, okay?
If not, you know what I'm saying?
If I don't show up, it's something really wrong. If I don't show up early, it's something really wrong. But go ahead. So Sunday, you guys went roller skating. Who all came?
So, nephew came, Jaylene came, tiny nephew came, and then everybody but Dee and the boy. Dee didn't come, the boys came, and it was mom. Oh, it's,
The girls.
And the one extra child that belongs to none of us, but likes to hang out with my niece. But he gave me $32, so, $31. He gave me 31.
It's not your birthday yet.
You know,
birthday Eve. I'm cracking.
So I guess he gets that, but
thank you, Debbie. Yes, I do always show up, but I wasn't. I didn't go skating Sunday. I was done. But we're gonna let Chrissy keep going into her birthday. You guys go ahead and drop in the chat because we're transitioning into the conversation of birthday celebrations throughout our lives. So go ahead and drop some of your most memorable birthday celebrations.
And I'm just taking a long time to get there.
Drop them in the chat so you can share. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just taking a long time to get there because I like to go off on trade tangents. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Train tangents.
Yep. You knew. Mighty funny. You knew what I meant. All right. So that was Sunday. That was fun. Monday, I went to Cinder
Your actual
Bar.
Birthday?
Yes, Monday, my actual birthday. That's when we had dinner. Did I go to work?
You were supposed to. You can start with that story.
I'll make it quick and simple. I was supposed to and did it. All right, cool. All right. And then later on that day,
I firmly believe it's against the law to work on your birthday.
I mean, to be honest with you,
quit jobs that didn't want to give me my birthday off. Okay, well, have a nice life.
It's not okay because, all right. So here's what happened, right? While me, manager, was making schedule and totally forgot that I said that I was going to be doing this on Tuesday and schedule myself for a late day. But anyway, that's not even talking about. Yeah, right. That's who. That was wild. I said, "Oh, by the glory of God, that I go to work mistakenly at 6:30 this morning because if I was not at your house by at least 5:40 today, she would." You're fired. Just go ahead, pack it up.
This is almighty funny by myself.
You're right. And it just wah.
Didn't have to be.
Oh,
can't be on time.
He said, one is the loneliest number that you ever known. Oh man.
One thing about me, I'm gonna show up. For me.
Here. Right. Mighty funny. But anyway, mighty funny. The Lord blessed me to be at work at 6:30 this morning and not at the 10:30 time that I was supposed to be there. But anyway, what happened Monday morning was this, right? I opened my eyes. I breathed in. I said, Lord, bless this day. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to work. And something said, why? Why are you going?
Not Dark Riley in the corner.
Yeah. Call out. You got sick time, right? You was just off for 2 days, making it 3-day weekend.
Keep the party going.
Going. You was just in that nice new comfy bed. It was really something, wasn't it?
Awake. Oh, not even call.
Oh man, what? Listen. When I woke up and said, "Oh, that was a good sleep," I knew it was a good bed. I knew it. Did not want to leave it. Yes, because you best believe after I called out, I went and took another nap from 8 to about 11:30.
You texted me. I just woke up from a nap
in that bed. Yep.
Must be nice.
Yes. It was, because
you got them for my birthday and be here in a couple more months. Look, I'm off the week before my birthday because of our vacation.
Right.
And then my birthday's on a Thursday this year. And I was like, I'll be darned. I took that Thursday and Friday off too. And the funny thing was I took the Monday off too because I'm like, I'm coming back Sunday. I'm not going to work Monday. But I was like, okay, one job. I'll give y'all Monday since I'm taking Thursday, Friday of that week off. But no, I wish I would.
And y'all be fine.
Prepare the others.
Prepare them. Don't be on me when I'm listen. I'm not coming. Well, such and such called out too.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I have.
I'll see you on Monday.
Don't ask me an emergency. But I'm glad you enjoyed your birthday. Cannot believe you were 32.
I'm 32. Yo, that's the age when I used to go to church and look at the elder ladies, whatever,
and they were probably 32.
And they were 32, and I'd be like, dang, that's old, actually.
Meanwhile, my geriatric self. It is what it is. So we'll go ahead and dive in on tonight's conversation of memorable birthdays throughout the years. we can, positive, negative, whatever it may be. Do you care about celebrating your birthday? Are you one of those people who's like, I don't care about my birthday? Cool. Do you want there to be a parade and skywriting for your birthday and expect the world to celebrate you?
There's a parade every year for my birthday. Well, every single year for mine.
You got your own personal Jones.
Yeah.
You're going to get a parade.
And holiday,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what am I talking about? Yes. Stupid.
It took her a minute. It took her a second.
I am tired, okay? That 4-hour concert Friday. I'm still dragging from Friday, just so you know. We didn't get home until almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sheesh, yes, right. That was
I'm still dragging. But yes, you do get her birthday is St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, St. Patty's Day.
Right. An actual holiday.
Right. And
which I found out that St. Patrick isn't Irish. Wasn't Irish. Mm-mm. And he wasn't Caucasian, I guess. He was like a Moor. Which is a person of color.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that part I didn't know. But I knew he was not Irish.
Yeah. He was from, originally from Britain or something. Like, not originally, whatever. You get what I'm saying. He came to Ireland. Either way, we're diving into the conversation. So, I'll start. I have...
And what's your best and worst birthdays out there?
2 from my childhood that I very specifically remember. As I became an adult, I started to celebrate myself and just include people, not wait and expect other people to celebrate me. But childhood would be, if you know me, you know that I always will say that I do not host barbecues. I refuse to host a barbecue just because I feel like it's entirely too much work. And this all stems back to my Sweet 16. My birthday is June 26th. So obviously that's summertime. My parents have a pool, it's a huge yard. We would always have, fun in the summertime. Fast forward to, again, turning 16, mother decides, we're going to throw you a barbecue for your 16th birthday.
So you know that she messed up. We say
I thought, yeah, she hired a DJ, which was Pusa back in the day from back here.
True.
Ate all this food. We spent over a week cleaning up the yard, prepping the yard, cooking the food. So much work. And I ended up not enjoying the party itself because I didn't get to enjoy the party. Mom made me like the host of my own birthday party at 16. Ferris, go get this. Ferris, during the actual party, where in my opinion, okay, fine. I helped do everything to set it all up. Now it's party time. I didn't even get to get changed. I don't know if I'm remembering this. I just had on a white t-shirt and jeans. And I had an actual cute outfit, but I didn't get to go put it on because I was too busy refilling food and refilling drinks and refilling and doing it, running all over the place. A 16-year-old, and yes, it's my party, but I was just you ain't got to worry about me hosting another barbecue in my life. It's different if it's something's catered and they're doing the work. Cool, great, grand, wonderful. Or my mini cues that I have right now. Everybody bring something and I'm throwing some hot dogs on the grill. I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But I already shared this with you the other day. What really sealed the deal for me was the end of the night. We're cleaning up. And walking around this huge yard of my parents, making sure we got all the trash. There's nothing, on the ground or whatever. And I'm looking and I'm thinking it's pasta salad, potato salad or something white on the ground. Pick it up by bare hands and it moves. It was a maggot, y'all. I was done. I was fit to be tied. I was like, nail, coffin, done. You ain't got to worry about me ever again.
You remember that movie Ghost Ship?
Yeah, why?
Yep, exactly. y'all see Ghost Ship? Y'all know exactly what I'm about to say. When he was sitting there eating that can of beans. That part. And then he looked down.
It was the adults got to have fun and enjoy themselves while I ran around being myself, even that young. Everybody could have fun but the birthday girl. It was cute though because my mom had a cake and she the whatever design on the cake was my preschool graduation picture, which was cute. Maybe I was probably 4. Actually, I was probably 5. Yeah, I turned 5, whatever, at the end of preschool. So that was cute. Certain stuff that I remember. But it was that was nope, no thank you. So I remember that. And then the second one, as a child per se, would be my 18th birthday, which was only 2 years later. And I'll never forget because I got threatened so many times by mom. Again, birthday in summertime. And I graduated high school, say a week or 2 before I turned 18. And family came in from South Carolina, cousin Zara and Aunt Bernice, and other people came in for my high school graduation. I had a bunch of scholarships, knew where I was going to college, whatever it might have been. And Mom was trying to force a barbecue. Well, we can just have a barbecue. No, thank you, Mom. I don't want to like, if anything, just cook some hot, like, no. Oh, well, you have this one here and this one here, and all these people came to see you. Okay, Mom, I understand that. I don't want that. And at the time, I was working at Acme. I was still in school. You know, I got a job at Acme when I was 16, and even through, I didn't like leave there until I went away to college. But anyway, I'll never forget. I came home from work, literally. Khakis was like our uniform, like this blue polo, looking like crap because I was at work, and walked all the way through the house like, where is anybody? Ended up like coming out the back door, and I was like, oh, surprise! And it was like another little barbecue type situation that I had distinctly said I didn't want. One. So then two, Mom's like, oh, well, I need your help with this. I'm like, here we go. But this is my favorite because you already know this is not the first time she did this. Time to cut the cake. Happy birthday, Ferris. Cool, great. Cut the cake. Cake is a strawberry shortcake for my 18th birthday.
Yo,
I don't eat berries. I don't like berries.
She's not a berries.
My mother's favorite cake is strawberry shortcake. I don't like berries at all. And I literally went, oh. And Mom goes, oh, I know you don't like strawberries. Just pick them out or eat around them. And I was like,
that's like taking the onions off a burger, the tomatoes out of anything. It's already in there. So,
but then it was like, oh, well, Ferris has a bad attitude. Da 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 da. You could just go, you ruin. I'm like, one, I didn't ask for this. Two, why? You could have got me a regular schmegular vanilla cake, and you could have got a nothing.
And remember, you worked at Acme. You could have told me to pick it up. Actually,
Ferris, bring a cake home. I don't have to know what it's for.
Actually, he would be like, Ferris, who's that?
So those were some lessons, and you know what, Ferris, just do it yourself. Invite people, let them participate or not. And the last one I'll touch on, and then we can go into Chrissy's, and we have some comments. Was this past year, my 40th birthday. I was supposed to be going to Jamaica. I'm so mad. I don't even know how I'm bringing this back up. We were supposed to be going to Jamaica. We had it all booked. The resort, the flights, everything was set. And then my wonderful husband, in like maybe March, decided, oh, let me go put my PTO on the calendar for my job. And it was like, oh, no, you can't be off then because his manager was off then.
That's so... And
then it was like, oh, well, I could go, this one could go. I was like, no, just cancel everything. I was just mad. It's done. Like, it was supposed to be a couple strips. So what ended up happening was thankfully all my girls rallied, and my brother, older brother, he was our chauffeur, even though he came to the concert. We went to, on my actual birthday, it was Janet Jackson and Nelly opened for her. And I'd never seen Nelly, so that was pretty cool. Mom decorated her van, and we had some vittles and some drinks, which, okay, to that. Moving on. It makes me sound ungrateful. But we all know, like,
those who know. Those who know.
Apparently, if it's not, people, or not people, man has told me, like, I'm one of the people that he feels like people don't do stuff for me because I judge it. And it's like, oh, well, that's not the way I would have did it, or I would have did it better. And I'm just like, yes, but if I put in the effort, why can't anybody else? But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, these are conversations that I've had because I had conversations with my mother leading up to my 40th birthday and what I would like, and what she ended up doing wasn't it. And I was like, if I had known, I would have did it myself.
Right, for
but
all that
it is what it is. We had fun at the concert. I got to go to concerts with some of my cousins and my sister, like people I'd never hung out with in that capacity at a concert. So that was fun. And I think we went out afterwards. We went to the bar or went to
we did. We did.
We had fun though. This year, this is the piece de resistance. I'm turning 41. Woo! But we're doing WON, and I'm throwing myself a prom. Okay? Where they do that at, y'all? Who throws themselves a prom? And we're doing black and gold theme gowns, tiaras. I want y'all to come stepping for it this June. I'm so excited. I went to prom 3 times and I hated it every single time. So this is my makeup prom. And this is, again, me stating that If anybody gonna do it right, I'm doing myself.
Do it yourself. I've been not nary one prom, so this will
I know
be
you
fun.
never went to prom.
Never went to prom.
Again, what life have you lived? You never been to Florida?
Nope, never been to a prom. But it's okay, because this is my first year going to.
Our dear
a
friend
prom.
Debbie shared that her 50th birthday was awesome. She never thought she'd see 50,
What
and
if y'all
so she
thinking
was
for
super
tuning in
celebrating
to
60
the live,
and
talking about
65 with the
birthdays,
icing
what
on
was
the
your
cake.
best?
And she said,
What's
oh, this
yours?
time I took her and Heather to a chocolate restaurant. Oh, sugar. That was funny. So Debbie and Heather's birthday are literally a day apart, January 30th and January 31st. I don't know how I ended up with the bestie lottery where, birthday's a day apart makes it easy for me. And I took them, this was, I don't know how many years ago. It was a chocolate tasting at like what is the place called? A candy store, but like she makes the candies or whatever.
Yeah, true.
And I made them both. I said, just here's the address. Don't look it up beforehand. Just meet me here at this time. So they didn't know where they were coming because they're both obsessed with chocolate. Heather and Debbie are like chocolate fiends. And, I'm not really into chocolate. So it was just like, here's mine. Like they got extra doses. So that was fun. And then we went to dinner after. We had dessert first and then we went to dinner. So
That's adulting for you.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you know which one I forgot? And I said I was going to bring it up. My 12th birthday. That was actually a fun one. Back in the day, Berlin Crossings Road, there used to be a skating rink.
I was going to say, didn't we go skating or something?
Yes, that was my 12th birthday. I had a skating party. That was actually a fun one. My mom did. She did a good one with that one. My cake had a ballerina on it. Because anybody knows me, I did dance from kindergarten to 6th grade. I absolutely loved dance. And I also, it was kind of like smart that my parents did it that year because I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 6th grade. So I didn't have school friends from the neighborhood, but I would see, kids my age in the neighborhood at like church or if we were occasionally, playing in public places. But mom let me invite a couple of the girls from the neighborhood to my birthday party when I turned 12 because now I'm going into 7th grade. I went to public school, so now I'm going to school with them. So that was cool because I started hanging out with them from there. So she gets one.
You get that. Yes.
But yeah, what are some of your memorable birthdays, positive or negative?
Boy, there's so many. I've had 32 of them. Alrighty, and let's see. Well, first of all, obviously, my favorite time was when I went and saw Phantom of the Opera.
That was 3 years ago.
Man, let me tell you something. Phantom of the Opera, my favorite thing ever, right? Love the 2004 version. Love the play. I seen it when I was in Korea with the Australian players. Mad that I lost all the souvenirs that I had from that. So mad. Just mad at the stuff that I lost. But it's okay.
Lesson learned.
That's, sad. Anyway, yeah, so like, that was the most fun experience. It was like, what was it, like intermission or whatever? And I was like running down to the bathroom
you
or
didn't
whatever.
even set up the story.
Oh, what? For what?
When, how, where?
Oh, right.
Jeez.
That's because
She's
I'm
so
just
excited.
right.
Do you want me to tell it and then I'll hand it to you or you got it? It's your story, sis.
Because all I really remember was I was stepping out in my Chelsea boots, right, and my burgundy shirt, right, and I had some nice pants on that day.
Let me add some context.
A little jewelry on.
3 years ago.
True.
3 years and 4 score. I treated this one to a weekend in New York, North Jersey.
Where is it?
We always stay in Jersey City and catch the train into New York because I refuse to drive in New York. And I got tickets to her favorite show, Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom. Shout out to Phantom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was me.
Yes.
The entire show.
Why have you brought me here? We must return. That's what she was saying.
Oh my God.
It was great. There was tears. I was so mad that the man kept going, do. I was like, it's do. I'm like, otherwise,
intermission
was
happened,
good.
and then you realize like some of the rows were empty, so you moved closer.
Well, yes,
and I stayed where I was, and then it was intermission time. When intermission was over and everybody took their seats, that's when I chose to go to the bathroom, and the usher was like, "You're gonna miss the best part," and I was like, "I don't even want to see any of this. I'm here for my sister."
mind you, right? Because I go downstairs because I'm running, right? Because I'm not trying to miss anything. I'm not trying to miss no parts, right? So I run downstairs. I see how long the line is. All right, cool. I'll wait, right? Finally make it into the bathroom, right? I come out. Everybody going. Everybody is going. That's how I know that it's about to start, right? So I start running. I run past the bar, halfway up the stairs, turn it right on back around, go down the stairs, go to the bar. I said, give me a beer. Just one. I don't want to miss anything. And then I ended up buying like a $15 memorable cup. Yeah. And they just poured the beer inside. And I was like, thank you. And I I ran up the stairs, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, it's about to start. I said, I know. Oh my gosh. It was a good time. It was a good time. Right. She found the empty seats, and I found her near the empty seats.
Yeah, I took a nap.
She sure did.
3 years ago, I had a 3-year-old, and I was not getting sleep. That was probably one of my first weekends away without a child in a long while. Enjoy your birthday.
Yes.
You're welcome.
And then,
I'm here.
then after that though, we went to Krispy Kreme. Remember that?
Yeah, because we were in New York.
Right. First of all,
we walked around Times Square.
First of all, if y'all ever go to Krispy Kreme, and you gotta use the bathroom, you gotta buy a donut. So don't go there and you gotta pee. All right, you find somewhere else, or don't drink any liquids that day because you just not either go pee yourself or just
not pee yourself.
You gonna either pee yourself or wait to go get yourself a glazed donut.
Christmas time. We went in December and we saw The Cursed Child. But it was like that everywhere. Like no matter what store you went in, if you needed to use the bathroom, it was with purchase.
I know, but like
I don't think we got a donut.
We didn't go to the we walked past it that time.
We were trying to see all the Christmas sites.
We were just walking in. But then I had a beer, right, and had to go to the bathroom. Yeah. And they said, no, you had to buy a donut. You see how long this I gotta pick. Anyway, the point of the story was that donut was delicious.
Because they make them fresh. You could see the assembly line.
Listen, when somebody said it tastes like a cloud, I think it was somebody.
Me, because I inhaled it.
You did.
It melted in your mouth.
It was before I even had it. I said, there's no way that anything tastes like a cloud. Like it has to be fluffy.
We stayed in North Jersey. There was a Krispy Kreme across the street. Right. We didn't even go there.
Didn't go there. But right. I said, how is anything like a cloud? Because the only thing is like a cloud is like cotton candy, right? So, deadass, we go get the donut, right? We go outside, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, you can tell it's fresh, right? I blinked, my donut was gone. I said, where is it? And Josie's like, you ate it. And I was like, there's no way. I was like, it felt like
nothing. It was lighter than cotton candy. It was just gone. It was so good. I know. I was like, next time I gotta get 2, and then we didn't go back.
And then we didn't go back.
All right, so that was 29.
All right,
give us some other ones.
Some other ones.
You guys share some more birthday stories in the comments.
Hold on now, because now you're getting into
I brought up the one about when you turn 5.
Right, but that was like Mickey D's, right?
Yeah, that was cute. But you can bring up again. So our youngest brother. Well, I guess he's technically your youngest brother, too.
Well, no.
He's older than you, but he's your youngest brother.
Oh, but whatever,
He's the youngest brother.
There you go.
Of the Fox.
Use the right pronouns. Adjectives, verbs.
He, him is the. His birthday is 3 weeks after yours. It's April, what?
10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was April. I was 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. One of them. Anyway, our parents used to always make them share their birthday.
Oh, did we go to Chuck E. Cheese?
No, Chuck E. Cheese was the adoption thing every year.
True. Oh.
We always did
oh, that's what that was.
Cake and pizza with the cousins.
And that's what we just stopped doing one day.
Randomly see Amber and Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, where y'all been? That's when they would come over on their birthdays.
Right. Now, do I remember any other kid birthdays? Do I? I don't think I
we didn't really have. You raising 6 kids, you're not having these big parties.
Yeah, no, you're just having cakes at the house and some gifts and somebody making you a construction paper card with some glitter on it.
Oh, I should have pulled. Actually, hold on.
Hold that momento por favor.
I still have one.
She still got one. Oh, by the way, Mom said you can give me some photos put into the photo album that she gave me. This family is everything.
Why is everything my responsibility?
She said to fill in the end of it. I don't know. That's what she said.
Because Mom doesn't have a bunch of danks and hinks filled with pictures.
Look. Hey!
Construction paper cards.
That's
Can
so
you guys see it?
awesome. That's so awesome.
I don't know. They didn't write a year. They didn't put the date on it. But it says, wait, let me hold it back up again.
Oh, I know whose handwriting that is.
It says, happy birthday, Jones of Barabbasness. Wait, so who figured out the spell?
I did. Barabbasness.
Did you open the Bible? I don't know. I shouted it out.
That's too many beats.
See that?
Somebody pronounce it. Somebody pronounce it. Barabbas.
Look at all that. Look at all the beep 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 beep.
Barabbas.
I got it.
Barabbas.
It's missing a piece at this point.
Oh wow.
But my thing is, why is Jones?
Oh, you want to know why? And I could probably tell you why. This is probably the time at school where we were learning how to use apostrophes and like if something belongs to somebody or something. So I probably just right.
Yeah. So my dear baby says, put dear Joan apostrophe S.
Oh wait, nope. Read the bottom of that.
Oh Jesus!
All right. Did he write it or did we write it? I think we all wrote it.
But it's the same writing. Either way, it says, I think you are a loving, kind sister to have, even though we call you mean or evil.
Wow.
But Gus...
Gus what? See,
we say that because where, not we are, where, W-H-E-R-E, mad. But wrong your...
Still mighty funny.
Still the best. See, back then, I was still the best. Let my younger siblings tell it.
Love all of us.
And it says, love Christina. Christina.
Look at me.
Not the,
First of all, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this cursive handwriting right here. Let's talk about how lovely that is. You can read. Oh my gosh. My teacher was so proud. So proud of me. Oh,
Mary, Sandra, and Brian.
Yeah.
And then they put a picture from when we were at Aunt Bernice's.
Rest in peace, Aunt Bernice. Oh my gosh.
House in Monk's Corner, South Carolina.
Yes,
I don't know what year. Well, I was in college when this picture was taken. So it had to be like 2000
First of all,
and like 2 or 3.
First of all,
probably like 2003.
Before we do any of that,
how hilarious! I wasn't even thinking about it, but I knew exactly where it was.
But let's talk about this. Let's talk about this picture. Let's talk about this picture, and let's talk about this shirt right here. Let's talk about this shirt right here. By the way, that's a little tiny me. That's a little tiny me right there. And let's talk about this shirt. Let's talk about this shirt. When God was making me,
I'm cracking up.
He was showing off. Okay, that's what that shirt says, and I say that to this day. I don't
think this was for my birthday, but Debbie always writes me the nicest cards, so I keep them. That wasn't for my birthday though. This was. I know, her kids look just like her.
No, that is Tasha. No.
From Brian.
The all of that is Tasha.
Birthday pictures in here. Go ahead, you can keep talking.
Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, by the way. Okay. Here you go.
So yeah, I knew exactly where that was. See?
That's
why, but that's another note. Always write the date on your cards. Whenever I get cards, especially from Yang, I always tell them, how come you don't write the date? And I have to write the date myself. And because you never know where 22 years later, you might want to pull it out. Look where we went.
Coca-Cola Factory. By the way, I went to the Coca-Cola Factory in Atlanta twice now. And
her birthday picture. Oh, here we go. I posted that one online.
You did post this one online. Boop. That's a me.
That's a tiny 5th birthday party.
That's a tiny me. You see how tiny I am? Tiny I still am. I'm still a tiny person.
I don't think there's any birthday picture.
Why can none of us smile? That's the real thing. Why can none of us smile?
Here we go. This was our older brother's 18th. Look, he had a cookout. I'm sure I was running around like a crazy person then.
Oh, here you go. Look at this. Look at this.
That's a big broski.
Look at you. Look.
When he turned 18.
Yeah, look, Jenny. That's it.
Like Debbie said the whole day that she put Christina. Like
I sure did.
Christina.
Sure did.
Mom must have been yelling at you. Oh, here's my Sweet 16. It's not coming up. Oh, look. See? I was not lying. This is my Sweet 16. You see what I got on?
And also, too.
Do you see I'm sweating? Do you see what is happening here? Look. Go ahead.
Yo,
Tell the people.
wait a minute. She's so mad.
Yes.
She's so mad. Look
Go
at her.
ahead.
Look at her. She is sweating.
Yes.
No, look at her. Look at her. Sweating.
That was my
Sweating.
Sweet 16. Like I said, this picture is not coming out. This was my cake, though. I liked my
First of all,
cake.
is this me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
And
Look at me!
this
Look
is
at
Brian.
face me!
That's Brian.
Look at face. I was probably over it. I was probably over
You're
it.
9 years younger than me. What's 16 minus 9?
Oh man, jeez.
10 would have been 6, so you were 7?
Yeah,
Goodness, you're tiny. That's Brian.
Oh my gosh, look at Brian's
That's
over it
Uncle
too.
Henry.
No way!
Yeah, that was my 16th
Wow.
birthday.
First of all, if you can't tell '90s, look at the fits.
It wasn't the 90s.
Early
It
thous.
was 2000.
Well, yeah, 99,
10,
2000.
Like 2010,
No,
2009.
no, because I graduated in 2011.
Oh, 2000. You're right. It was probably. When did I turn 16?
Early, you know.
I turned 18 in 2002. So 2000.
Yeah, see, I told you. First of all, who's that?
That's our cousin. What's her name? Cousin Jody's daughters. One of them. I can't remember her name.
Can't remember her name either. But look
She
at
has
Edie.
a bunch, like 3, 4 daughters now.
First of all,
I
that's
think
my
she braids
dad.
hair. She does. She's nice.
That's my pops.
Did you show them my cake? Did you show them my cake?
You didn't give me the cake picture.
Oh, this was my cake that I was telling the story about.
She
That
was not
my
lying.
Preschool graduation.
She was not lying about the cake. We could not eat this, by the way. We couldn't eat this, and we couldn't eat the name. We couldn't do that, and if we did, it was punishment for you.
Whose birthday was this? Does that say Brian on the cake? You know, and I don't know if this is just specific to Black people in our culture.
Brian's birthday. It's right here on
There
the
you
back.
go.
April 99. And
You're
why does
not
she look like
allowed.
this?
Because you're not allowed to cut the person's name on the cake. So why are we putting your name on the cake if when it's time to cut the cake, it's don't cut the name? Like it's some type of superstition. And I actually like that nowadays they write the name on like the cake board, not the cake, so we can eat the whole cake.
Let's talk
But
late.
this is a picture from 1999 when in April of 1999 we were celebrating our youngest brother's
First, and let's talk hair.
birthday.
Let's talk hair. Let's talk hair. Let's talk hair.
So he was born
Who
in
did the hair?
92.
Look at this.
He
Look at
would've
this
been, what,
bun.
7?
Look at this bunny bun.
Oh, crap.
No. Actually, look at the tails. The piggy tails. And the bangs. The bangs were banging.
It's denial about how long ago our grown birthdays started as a struggle. Facts. Because again, especially being the eldest daughter, at least in my experience, you end up just being in charge. You end up where the expectation is that you're going to help do
First in
everything.
charge of
And
our days and our nights.
It unfortunately, I don't know how to turn it off. It's so funny because I realized recently that my own baby shower, I didn't sit down and like let myself like be, I not say pampered, but like celebrated or the baby. Like I literally got there early and had my dress like hanging, and I think Debbie came early and Kathy came early, and they helped me set up a little bit. And I ended up having to send Debbie and Kathy to the store because I think we forgot pens, we forgot something. But I was there like an hour or so early, setting up my own baby shower, and then it was time to like play the games at the baby shower. And I prompted them. Like normally one of your friends or your family member will play the games and you just sit there looking cute. Nope, I did everything at my own baby shower. So, but that's just my spirit of takeover. It's just who and how I am. I would happily, at this big old age, get to the point where I can turn my brain off, where I can just be a guest and I don't have to be in charge of everything. It's not going to happen at my prom. I already told my mom, like, I need my nieces to come early to help me set up. This is actually where that picture was taken, see? And that's how I knew I have the Royal University shirt on, see?
Hey.
The picture you guys put in my birthday card. That's how I knew where that was from. Yeah, there's no more birthday pictures in here, at least not any current ones. So if anybody has any additional birthday stories they want to share, anything you want to do for your upcoming birthdays, I realized like half birthdays. I didn't really start doing it until I had a child. Go ahead.
Oh, are we, because I was going to say, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question out here, y'all.
Yes.
I have a question. Now listen. If you were in a relationship, right? And you ask your partner what you want to do.
I'm cracking up. Because I know what you're going to say.
You ask your partner what you want to do for their birthday. Like, hey, what do you want to do for your birthday? right? Is that then grounds to be single? Because apparently, and get me if I'm wrong,
and I quote,
only single people plan their own birthdays. Lord, help me out here. Somebody,
if that's the case, I've been single.
Somebody ask me.
For
somebody
many a moons.
Somebody tell me, because last time I had checked, right? Around the course of this thing being said, I had at least planned 2 of my own birthdays, right? Myself. And was I single?
With said person.
With said person.
It was I. Not with me.
Right. No. I'm just, what I'm saying? With said person who had said this.
Yes, your significant other at the time.
Right. And yet we were still together. She had not planned a birthday. She didn't say, wake up, we're just going somewhere, right? None of that. No, but the audacity of me, the unmitigated gall, to ask her what she wanted to do for her birthday. Lord.
Yes. So apparently some people are of a mind that if you plan your own birthday, that means that you are single, because only single people plan their own birthdays. I'm of a mind, and we already discussed and delved into my, trauma response, if I'm going to just do it myself, where I will happily just let people either financially contribute or physically contribute, assist with whatever it is I decide to do for my day. And sometimes that's even nothing. Like literally, I might wake up, I think last year on Mother's Day, I was like, I don't even want to get out of bed. I don't exist today. That's my day off. But thank you both to Debbie and Patty in the comments. Of course, for my prom, I need a throne, and people need to remind me to sit down and relax. I'm going to be dancing, just so you know. I hired DJ Sterl. We finna turn up. If I do sit down, it might be to shove a piece of bread in my mouth to re-energize and get back to dancing. But I appreciate the sentiment. That's hilarious. She said she promised her husband she would never throw him a surprise party. I did that. I made the mistake of throwing my husband a surprise party 6 years ago. So I was heavily pregnant in September. Yang's birthday at the end of September, and he was turning 35. And I wanted to be able to celebrate him knowing I'm about to have a baby. So it was literally Labor Day weekend is the beginning of September.
Right.
I gathered family and friends, hey, everybody show up. It'll be a surprise for Yang for his birthday. Everybody was here when he got here. He walks in the door. Everybody else surprised. He turned around and walked back out.
He said, not here.
He eventually came back in. But he's not into celebrating his birthday at all. We actually had a full little conversation both last year and this year. And he's just like, if it's just you and the boys, I'm fine with that. He doesn't want to take a trip. He doesn't, maybe a dinner, but even dinner, don't have them sing to me. He has actually, in my opinion, his own trauma behind his birthday because literally, again, I've been with him for 19 years and his family has never, hey, let's go to dinner. Let's buy you a cake. Never. And I feel like that's not something new to me just being in a relationship with him. I feel like because, other people's birthday are in September prior to his, and those are celebrated greatly. And then 2 weeks later, it's just oh, happy birthday to you, and that's it. So that kind of gets ground into your brain. You don't want to get your hopes up or get excited for something just to be let down. So it's just oh, I just don't care about it anymore. But that's just my non-professional, psychiatrist opinion. Like I said, I'm on the other hand, I'm no, you're not going to celebrate me the way I feel as though I deserve to be celebrated. I'll celebrate myself, i.e. prom. But yes, I will be there probably at least an hour early, setting up balloons and little knick-knack paddywhacks. There will be no dogs to give a bone. But I don't feel, again, everybody has their own opinion when it comes to their birthday. Everybody has their own desires. I'm big into travel. I'd rather go somewhere. But
here's my thing. I didn't ask her to play. I asked her what she wanted to do.
Yeah, I know. That's what didn't make sense to me. It's I feel in that very specific situation, whether she wanted to be surprised, some people I feel it's a game. Oh, you should know me well enough to know what I would want to do.
But then again,
it's I know you well enough to know that there's limited things we can do. There's limited things you're gonna like,
right? Because every time I go and do something,
you don't do that.
Right.
So let me ask you,
or we
give you options.
And you don't like it or something. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the one, right? I take you to go do something, and then you don't like it. That's what I don't like. So how about we do something that you do like for your birthday? Hence, I said I'm going to Stone Pizza. I said that. I'm letting you know what I'm doing for my birthday, whether you go or not. Did you plan it? No. I'm going to go do something that I enjoy.
Yeah, then that ended up becoming a drama anyway.
I mean, but you know.
Wait, I need to know this phone call a phone call or visit where his mom tells him about the day. Why do mothers do that? Maybe I feel like am I going to do that to Hero? Mom always be like, yeah, I was pushing you out for 3 days. Like, okay, and I didn't ask to be made. I didn't ask to be here, and you're welcome. Like, that's what I always say when she says that. Why do mothers do that? Do any other moms do that? Like, feel the need to rehash the day your child was born? Because if I was asleep, Hero's birth story was I went into labor Thursday night, immediately got to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, it was basically wee hours in the morning Friday, like 2, 3 a.m. Went to the hospital. And they immediately hooked me up to, what's it called? Starts with the M. Painkiller. Anyway. Morphine. I was asleep. Then fast forward to 8 o'clock at night. I'm getting my epidural so we can start pushing. Went back to sleep because Hero was asleep. And then fast forward to 5 o'clock the next morning, 5:30 the next morning. It's time for local anesthesia because I was asleep, he was asleep, and it's time to wrap this up. And he was forcefully evicted. So I was definitely asleep. So that's the story, sir. I spent your birth doing my favorite pastime, sleep. And now that I look at his head, and even back then, I was happy I didn't have to push it out. So maybe I will be that mom. And when he has children future, I'm going to apologize to whoever he's procreating with, because if he has to push out, she has to push out a big old baby head. I'm sorry. I got a big head. You ain't got a big head. Hero got a big head. This is so off topic of birthdays, but it was his birthday. That was the day he was born. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that was hilarious too, because of all the days. It's a whole month of September, sir. You can. But I blame Mom, and I blame Mom Johnson, because if he had been born when I got to the hospital, it was Friday the 13th. And they both were heavily praying that he was not going to be born on the 13th. And I'm like, why? Again, who cares about a superstition about a day? I could have had a cool little, was it either Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers? Which one's Friday the 13th? Jason?
I think so. Maybe.
That would have been cool. Because then we could have had horror birthday parties when he became a teen. Like, that would have been cool. Why'd y'all have to pray that away?
What if he was a big scaredy cat, though? And you wanted
But he isn't.
What if?
We're finna break him of that. Isn't that what we
do? Even like a days on and not going to roller coaster.
Exactly. Trauma exposure. No longer afraid.
I'm crying. Absolutely crying.
I got bigger every time I'm up. Oh, gee. So I guess we do have mothers who just, every time they tell the story of their child's birth, it just changes. Well, that's like, Jake always does, like I said, our anniversary is next week. Every time, like, he talks about how long we've been together, how the length changes. Like this morning, he was just like, yeah, I'm so excited to celebrate our 25 years. I was like, I haven't even known you. He just makes up stories. And then we went to the parent teacher conference back in December, and he told the teacher the most made up story of how we met. And I'm just like, yeah, we met in high school. But he was like, yeah, I was working and I saw this fly girl. What? None of this is true. Like, why do you make this crazy story? So people like to elaborate. But no, I think I'm just going to be like, yeah, I was asleep, Hero. I was mad. I can say that, because that's one thing. And I know if anybody watching is probably not currently having a baby, but if you're seeing this and you're going to have a baby or you want to have a baby, the number one rule, and I told Jaylene this, eat on the way to the hospital. Eat as much as you can, because I didn't think about that. And I hadn't eaten since lunchtime Thursday, got to the hospital 2 a.m. Friday. I was not allowed to eat until Saturday afternoon.
That's wild.
Because I ended up, they don't let you eat in case you have to have a C-section, and I did have a C-section. So I was starving. Meanwhile, my husband and my grandmother and my mom had all types of delicious food they were bringing in the room, and I was just like, rude. Nobody wants to suffer with me?
Evil.
Yes. It was very inconsiderate.
Correct.
But it is what it is. So, we have definitely both had some memorable birthdays. We are over time, which is cool, because we just talk. It's what we like to do. I know I'm going to have a memorable birthday coming up. One of these birthdays, I'm waking up on somebody's islands. I'm speaking that into existence. Maybe 45, maybe 42. Why you gotta wait?
Shoot, I'll get my passport this year. If I get enough money, I'll do it next year.
It's not really that expensive when you sit and look at it. I was like, even with us planning our trip this summer, once you break it down,
it's still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money.
Chrissy says the girl who wears suits.
Yeah, right. Exactly. still,
That's a whole significant other to pay for.
right? You know, it's still 100 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
You gotta get you a sugar mama.
6, 7, 8, 9. I am the sugar mama.
That's
what
what
you mean?
I'm saying. You gotta.
I am the sugar
smack
mama.
down, flip it, and reverse it.
No, for who? For myself. Thank you. There you go. Y'all want to do for me, then y'all do for me. But otherwise, I do for me. Shoot. And until y'all do for me, then I'll do for you. But until then,
I'm glad that they're allowing some moms to eat nowadays, Patty, because it is torture. I was hungry. And if I'm hungry, my child is hungry. Maybe that's why he's always hungry now. He's always hungry. We literally just finished dinner.
Shoot.
Last night, we just finished dinner. Mom, when we get home, can I have a snack? A snack? You just had dinner and dessert. When you get home, you're going to get a bath and go to bed, but I'm hungry. Like, okay, little 5-year-old who is going to get a job at 10 because you're going to be eating me out of house at home. But yes.
Crazy.
So we will be back in whatever the date is, 2 weeks from now. It's probably April
It should be the 10th. That'd be funny.
I'm talking like I don't have a device in front of me that could potentially look at a calendar. This is locked, so I can't do it. You got your phone. Look up the date. What's 2 weeks from now on a Tuesday, people? Let me know. Look at your calendar. Somebody tell me.
I was just looking at my calendar.
Do I have a calendar on my? I do. See, I got it on my watch.
It's the 1st.
It is April 1st. April Fool's Day.
Oh, who's been a fool?
Look. Well, we're going to be talking about our trips. We'll take a trip down memory lane because some of these trips was a trip. So we will be back Tuesday, April 1st, 6 p.m. Eastern on Instagram Live and on YouTube. We will also always post our videos and little snippets for you guys to enjoy in between.
And you already know
we
it.
appreciate you guys watching us live and joining us and participating in the chat. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share to your followers and friends so we can grow our audience.
And everybody's. Your friend is my friend. My friend is your friend from California to the New York Islands. That's how it goes, right?
I don't
know. That's the song.
I thought it was your land is my land.
Well, mighty funny it's not today. Not right? Usually.
That's the remix, guys.
Right? So
the next time it's your birthday and people don't want to celebrate it the way that you want to celebrate
Stay home. How about that? How about that? Stay right where you was at, and I'm gonna go that way, actually. So that's funny. Mighty funny. Alright.
You can just look at them and say, mighty funny.
Mighty funny.
Bye, guys. Right. We'll see you on April 1st.
April Fool's Day.
Bye.